guys, it's Caitlin here. So I know you guys have been begging me for a while to do a video, and one of my New Year's resolutions is to make more videos for you guys. So I figured what better to do than to just do it all in one shot and just show you guys everything that I have right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with, like, in my opinion, the boring tanks. I can figure out how to rotate this. So at the top here, you've got the hermit crab tank. Those guys I've had for upwards of 12 years. They're getting ready to go down for their molts. Some of these guys are probably between 20 to 30 years old, so it's pretty cool that I still have them. You know, proper care is really important. You can see how deep their substrate is. That is to allow for proper molting. They shed their skins just like snakes and other reptiles do. So down here, this is a temporary enclosure. Ball python owners, please don't crucify me. This is totally temporary. This is not an example of an ideal ball python setup. I'm currently in the process of changing tanks out, but there's Raja. He's about 5 feet long, which is on the large side for a male ball python. But he's super friendly. I've owned him for almost 6 years now. He was my 18th birthday present, actually. So this is one of the tanks that I would say that I'm most known for. So this was originally Jafar's tank, but now Jasmine, my female leopard gecko, is in it. It's made almost entirely of Zoomet excavator clay. Thanks for sending it to me. PVC pipes, and you can actually see, I need to do a little bit of touch-ups on it. You can see the PVC pipes popping out, and just other different hides that I basically just went crazy and covered with excavator clay. The mason jar up there is her humid hide. Mason jars make amazing humid hides. Stuff them full of moss or just regular old wet paper towel, bam, you've got a shedding spot. Down here is actually her warm corner, so there's no excavator clay in there. That in there is actually all reptile carpet. And every once in a while I'll pull it out and just kind of give it a shake, but generally she doesn't go to the bathroom in her hides. She'll usually go like up in the corners. But to clean this tank, I do have my arthropods in here. I've got a whole bunch of pill bugs. Probably have some mealworms and superworms floating around, along with, you know, just a few other arthropods that make their way in, and they definitely help me clean up. So on to the next tank, and I'll show you guys this wall. So you can see that's Micah, my newest dog's cage back there. Shout out to Grandma Brenda for the greatest blanket ever. And that's Princess Lullabelle. She was my dad's dog, and she's spoiled. She's 11, but you wouldn't think it. Oh, hey, Micah. You would think that he would sleep on the dog bed, but no. Micah is our newest addition, and you guys may not know this, but I did a lot of dog training when I was younger. So he is basically my little student right now. So this is the rest of the apartment, or I guess at least the rest of the tanks. So I'll just kind of do like a walkthrough here, and then I'll go closer and just kind of show you around. So every crazy cat lady needs a cat tree. Amazon, 65 bucks. Seriously, I was amazed. Such a great deal. So this is my newest setup. This is also made completely with Zoomet excavator clay. So this tank functions the same exact way. Oh, you can, I don't know, you can see him sleeping down there. Oh, that's so cute. So that is his warm hide, or at least his warm side. There's an under tank heater underneath that connected to a thermostat. There is no excavator clay in there, as that can cause hot spots. It's reptile carpet. So this tank functions exactly the same way. It's just a bunch of plastic containers covered with excavator clay. It's got a total false bottom, so he's got this whole entire bottom to dig around and crawl around in, and you know, as the tank goes up, you can see my aloe vera. Yes, that is real. No, it is not that pokey. I promise. I love my animals. Also, to anybody out there who is knowledgeable about succulents and just their care in general, beat me up in the comments. That's my next goal. That's what I'm working on. So here's Ms. Nala's cage. Her hammock fell, unfortunately, so I need to fix that. But you can see here, she has a ton of variety of climbing surfaces. Let your beardies climb, people. Give them spaces to crawl around and be up high. You know, a lot of people keep their beardies in in terrestrial cages. And while I don't believe that bearded dragons are completely arboreal in a sense, which means that they like to be up high, the only time in my experience that they're down low is when they're brumating. So she actually has a hide down here that I call her brumation station, and since winter's here, she's been spending a little bit of time in and out of it. But lately she's been coming out for food. Hi, Leo. So this here is PJ, my blind leopard gecko's tank. You can see how it's a lot more simple than my other ones. He's a little harder to see. He likes to hide back there. You can probably, yep, you can see his tail sticking out. He's nice and fat. And he comes out at night for me so I can check on him. And yes, hi, Leo. But he is a super friendly little guy, and he is one of my rescues and is totally blind. You can see how his tank is definitely a lot more simple than my other ones, but it is also made with excavator clay. So on to my crown jewel. So this is my favorite room. This is the room that I've been working like crazy on. I love it in here. I call it my green room just because I get a lot of natural light, and I wanted all of the tanks in this room to have live plants. That was what I wanted. So I guess we'll start over here. This is my 29-gallon planted tank. Wow, this tank is very low maintenance now. It was not at the beginning because I am running a really powerful light on it, a Phoenix 24/7 Planted Plus, and I knew nothing about keeping planted tanks. So I ran into a lot of algae, and I had a crash course in high-tech tank maintenance. Ironically, half of the LEDs went out and my plants are doing better than ever, so I'm just kind of leaving it like that. You can see I've just got a bunch of random ones. My friend gave me these 2 Australian rainbow fish. At some point I'd really like to upgrade it. Give them more friends. This tank, also a lot of people really like. This is the fire belly toad tank. You can see one of them right there. They're super adorable. I'm not sure where the other one is, probably in the corner. This is all live plants. I just kind of let this tank do whatever it wants, and it seems to work out really well. Yes, Leo, we love you too. We do. So this tank is currently empty, but it is going to be home to a sand boa. I'm going with the sand boa and succulents theme. So I still need to add some aspen bedding to the hides just to give them some more room to burrow. But this was also made with excavator clay. I swear, I really love this stuff. If you're interested in buying some, you can actually go on my Amazon store, Caitlin Zoo. And if you buy it from there, then you help feed my animals, which I really appreciate. So, but you can see I also have the tunnels and everything. Now, when I get the sand boa, He'll probably not even be living in here until he gets big enough, but it'll be nice when he's big enough to put him in there. This tank is my breeding shrimp tank. So you can see I've got orange sun-kissed and about 1 million blue electric shrimp babies. Today is water change day, so that's why my waters are a little low. But you can barely see them. My blue electric shrimp have been breeding like crazy. I love this tank. It's where I throw all my plants that I thought were going to die. I just threw them in there and they magically come back to life. This is my 10-gallon Platy tank. It's totally all my Platies. You can see them. This is just my little breeding project. This tank also pretty cool. I've got the pothos and the lucky bamboo growing in the filter just like I do in this tank. And then off to the African clawed frog tank. You can see her. Oh, I can barely see her up there, so you can see her claws. She is really cool. She's getting ginormous, like she's huge. And she's really messy. Yes, Leo, we know you want to be in the movie. So last but not least, well, I guess I have 2 more tanks. This is my gargoyle gecko tank. So this is where Lilo lives. Since it's the daytime, she's probably hiding. I'm not sure where she's at. But I love this tank. It's really gorgeous. This tank is supposed to be home to a millipede, but I haven't seen him, but I do know that there's a dubia roach that lives in there. So right now I guess it's just home to my male dubia, but it's a cute little tank. So yeah, that is my zoo. That's I mean, I still have cats, so there's Leo and baby. Oliver's probably in the bedroom because he's a little baby. There's Lola and Micah. So thanks guys. Thanks for coming along and thanks for coming to my zoo.